Hello, good evening, good morning, everybody out there, YouTube land. Moz coming to you with another episode. Moz's Toy Box. This is a recorded video. I don't do these too often anymore. Usually it's just the live streams. But while I was on vacation, I did some shopping. And I thought maybe you guys would like to check out this store with me. Now, this is in a town called Virginia Beach, Virginia. And it's inside of an antique mall. So this is hands down one of the biggest collections of toys all over the place. There's vintage toys, new toys, all kinds of toys. We're going to take you guys with us. We're going to go check it out. So enjoy. Welcome to ToyMeister in Virginia Beach, Virginia. All right, so this is the video game section of the antique mall. So in here, you're going to have all kinds of video games, Pokemon cards, video game paraphernalia like statues and whatnot. Actually, another thing that I forgot to mention while I was in here is I picked up the Arkham Origins Joker statue set that a lot of us toy photographers covet. They did have that in here. I did pick that up the first day, but as you see, they also have some of the video game figures, all kinds of video game systems and games for those said systems. I mean, pretty much anything and everything you could really think of here. Right there in that empty spot on the shelf is where I got that statue from. But as you see, they get the little old handheld games, some of the collector's editions, Storm collectibles from Mortal Kombat and whatnot. All kinds of really cool stuff in here. So yeah, this is just one section of the store, though. We're going to go take a look around the rest of the place here in a bit. All right, got a little Fangoria magazines and stuff here. Here's one of the several set of stairs that you can go up and go to other parts of the ToyMeister experience. This is their books and movie section here. So it's got a lot of books, sci-fi, fantasy, all that kind of stuff. And of course, magazines, kids' books, whatnot. And then as you round the corner, you start seeing some movie stuff. Particularly figures that coincide with that. You'll also find musical figures. I think they got some of the older Kiss figures in here. That's going to be further along the line here. But yeah, you can get VHS movies, some of the magazines, and we're not even in the meat and potatoes of this yet. There's the old Screaming model for Jason Voorhees there. Pretty cool for you guys. Dexter box set up there. A bunch of Blu-rays and DVDs and all kinds of videos and even music and laser discs, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much anything you can imagine. They're going to be at a good spot to possibly service those needs. I mean, all kinds of stuff here. I mean, we're just stuck here looking at the books right now. We're going to come around this corner and we're going to get into the real movie section where they have a lot of the there's a little Doctor Who stuff on the right, TV guides, some a little bit of comic books there. Not even their whole comic books. Look at that VHS tape in the Ghostbusters outfit, and more VHS tapes here. Some people collect those. There's the laser discs that I was talking about, and yeah, here's where we get into the pop culture television movie section. This is not all the pops, but I'm not a big pop person anymore, but there you go. Anything that was based around
television, movies, etc. There's some interesting old sideshow pieces in here too. We'll get a look at here in a bit. I found the sideshow Hellboy in here. He didn't quite look up the snuff, but Ron Perlman, if you guys are a fan of that, I think they had $200 on him. And then, of course, a whole bunch more movies and some little figures and stuff. Sideshow up there at the top, we just kind of glanced by here. Maybe we'll go back to it. I know I go back and look at it personally, but let's see if we actually go back with the footage. Oh, there we go. Jinx from Die Another Day, a Sideshow figure. I took a good look at this. There was some of the other figures from this movie up behind me on the shelf, but this is rough, man. This is oof. That's not Halle Berry. But that's Sideshow back in the day. Some early ass Sideshow right there. And of course, if you look down to my right, you see some older figures over there too. $72 for Jinx, and yeah, she's not anything to write home about, man. It's pretty rough. It's a rough. Look at that. That's not Jinx. Of course, that's when I fell out of love with Pierce Brosnan, James Bond too, because I felt that she was more James Bond than he was in that movie. It was definitely more about her. Some Simpsons figures, really cool stuff here. Got some old Simpsons figures and some Sin City. I think we did a discussion about this Marv here just the other day. Somebody took a picture of it in the Toy Photography Talk live chat or live stream, one of these two. So that was pretty cool to see that after we just mentioned it. But yeah, a whole bunch of cool stuff here. Old school Batman stuff. We're going to be talking about a lot of this. Look at this. This is just crazy, man. I really can't focus. There's just so much stuff in here. Yeah, some Futurama and some Jedi. There's that Ron Perlman Hellboy Sideshow piece. I did take a look at it. You know, I had the guy open up the case, and it was just nothing to write home about. I think Hot Toys made one, and I really hope so, because that is not one that I would buy. Poor parts on my way there, but you know, we moved them. It was all good. There's a Mezco Hellboy. I don't know if we'll see it here, but I know it's in this room. The 112 2019. And then you got some cool little X-Files figures and stuff. And I saw this Iron Giant. We just glanced over there in the video. He doesn't pose too well. He's like a different one. He's not the Marvel or Diamond Select one or whatever. But here's the Kiss figures. I was really eyeballing this because I was like, wow, drum kit, but they wanted a lot of money for this, man. This was expensive. I think we go look at the price tag here. Yeah, $40. That's just a lot more than I was hoping to spend on something like that just for a drum kit. And of course I was like, ooh, a BC Rich Warlock guitar in 1/12 scale. And yeah, this figure I think was even worse. Motley Crue. This was yeah, I wasn't going to pay $90 for a guitar because that's all I wanted it for, was the guitar. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, there's plenty of stuff here, and I do a lot of shopping. So let's get back to the video. All right, so we're going to move into the other room here. This is a lot of Star Wars stuff in this portion of the room. All kinds of Star Wars stuff, from the hokey stuff to the overproduced stuff to the really cool stuff. Although they're Hot Toys, which they do have some, I felt were a little lacking this time around. I felt, my first visit last year had some more interesting Hot Toys. A lot of these ones were ones that I would probably pass on, especially for the amount of money they wanted for them. They did have an old school New Hope Luke, and I was tempted, but I just don't have anything. There's a nice Ahsoka though. Yeah, look at that. And then a signed one, which they're trying to get a lot of money for. But that carded one is really nice. But I don't do a lot of stuff in the Black Series, so I of course wasn't going to spend that kind of money to get it. She's not cheap. Here's some sideshow statues and whatnot, but we'll get over to the Hot Toys here in a minute. I believe they had the Trooper on speeder bike from Mandalorian. I don't know if I actually filmed that. He's above one of the counters. He's still in the box there. But then we had a couple of Lukes. We had the Luke from the newest movies, and then we had the Luke from New Hope, as I mentioned. And I just didn't want to spend that kind of money. Then they had a couple of Troopers that nothing too hard to get. So I just kind of passed on those Hot Toys for now. A whole bunch of small Kenner stuff. This guy now, if you are looking to buy stuff, he's taking stuff in all the time. He's got people there pretty much every day that can buy things. So they got oodles and oodles of stuff that people just sell on a daily basis to this guy, to ToyMeister. And look at that nice battle droid there. Get the Naboo ship down there. Right above this counter is where there's the Hot Toy. There you go. So there's that one. And so the weird thing is they've gone and changed this whole room around. There's some bots over here now, and I didn't go through all the Star Wars stuff. Maybe we'll have to come back to that. But we're heading over to the bots, like all the kind of bots, like Voltron. Nope. We're going to turn around. We're going back. We're staying to the Star Wars. We got some droids figures. That's pretty cool there. I actually sold them a couple of droids figures last year. Look at this cool speeder and the AT-AT. Here's the Hot Toys. So like I said, they got the New Hope, and then they got the Sideshow Luke. $400 on the New Hope Luke. It's a little more than I want to spend. And then a few statues, including the dewback back there. What am I distracted by? Why am I looking at this? Where are we going? There was more. Oh, that's right. There was people over there who wouldn't let me get around. So we come back to the Star Wars section. Over in here, we got a lot of the kaiju stuff. We got some Power Rangers and stuff over here. And, of course, the bots as we go on through here. Some My Hero. This is more of the animated-related stuff here. They did have, like, Voltron and Transformers. There's the Appleseed character there. I got that when I bought my DVD of that movie. Same figure. But yeah, we got all kinds of figures. This place is just filled, I say, with stuff here. Now, it was really interesting to see a Battletech figure. I think we'll take a look. Right there. There's a Battletech thing there. I have one Battletech figure personally, but it's not that. And then, we've got Robotech over here, and, all kinds of, like I said, robots and anime-related figures over here. So, Shogun, all kinds of stuff you can think of. All kinds of loose figures. It's just crazy. And we're back with the Star Wars stuff. These are a couple of troopers, transport trooper and the artillery trooper, and then we got a few guys here. So we didn't have much more of the Star Wars stuff left to do, but we did have to wait for those guys to move and get on over here. I was looking at this Tauntaun last year. They had one loose, and I was like, wow, I could totally throw a Hot Toy on there, I think. But I wasn't willing to pay for it. It was a little beat up. Cool sideshow Jabba the Hutt statue up there. I didn't get some of the prices on these, but yeah. Voltron, I definitely grew up with some Voltron when I was a kid, man. All kinds of stuff. And there's just so much stuff in here. I can't talk about it all, so that's why we break here. I'm not a huge Power Ranger fan, but for those of you, I did film for you, just so you can see what's in here. You know, what's in the case. I don't know what any of this is. It's not my bag, baby. And of course, behind this counter here, all behind this wall is where they do all the buy-in stuff. They just process all the buy-ins. That's why there's totes and other stuff laying around. Get the bots here. Don Prime, if you're watching, here's a whole bunch of the Transformers here. Now, this guy, ToyMeister, he does have an Amazon, maybe even an eBay store. I know he does some business online. That's where all his Mezcos were that I was looking for. He had Gomez's and stuff last year, and they were apparently all online and listed, so they couldn't go fetch them for me. But all kinds of Transformers, GoBots. It's just anything your heart desires. The only figure that I was looking for that they didn't have was the 1000 Toys Hellboy from Dark Horse Presents, or some Dark Horse, the Dark Horse one, you know, the comic book version of Hellboy. I was on the market looking for him. I did find him later, but I wasn't going to pay the money they wanted for him. They wanted $300, and that was at Baltimore Comic Con. But yeah, I mean, just look at all the bots. Just so many. Look at that G1 Megatron. My brother used to have that. I had Prime. My brother had Megatron. Although I would love to have had them both. That's how my parents did it. There's a cool TV tray for you, Don Prime. You're gonna eat off that. If you're watching, leave a comment down below if you are, Don. Leave a comment, because you don't want to miss all these Transformers. I know you're a big bothead. Look at this. Look at all this. Look at all these Transformers. They are transforming. They're rolling out. And yeah, it's pretty crazy in here. Just insane up in here. All right, so we're going to move out of this room. We're going to go into what I'd like to call kind of the superhero room. It's got all kinds of superhero stuff out in this room. Again, I might even come back to some of this stuff. Like this place was just so filled to the brim. Here's some Batman. So it starts out with the DC stuff here along this. There's a Hot Toys Wolverine down there. I, of course, left that for the next person because I don't need it. I got the one Wolverine I need, which is a Sideshow brown and gold costume, baby. That's all I need. Got a little Mafex back here, a little Mafex love. I was eyeballing one of them, but then I asked you guys the other night on the live stream, and my co-hosts all suggested that the animated series Batman had some issues and not to spend $100 on it. So I didn't end up buying him, but he is back there. Let's see, he's right there on the left, right there in the center. Yeah, because I'm like, wow, look at this guy. They had some DC Direct 112 size. They had a few Hot Toys here that I left on the shelf, of course. They got a cable, a Mezco cable. So he does have a few Mezco, just not the stuff that I wanted. The DC Direct Batman down there from Thomas Wayne. Pretty cool. There is a couple of Hot Toys in the case by my feet for Batman. Do we look down there? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, we do. There you go. There's the Joker. That is the armored Batman to the left, and then the Sideshow Batman on the right. Some good stuff. I think they want it 4 for the armored Batman. Don't quote me on that. Right around there. Some Dukes of Hazzard. Back in the day when you're able to like Dukes of Hazzard. Now, because they put that dang flag on the top of the car, it messed it up everything. It's crazy. Crazy stuff here, man. Just crazy. But I'm going to turn around. There's some Hot Toys there. Now, I was very tempted to get this Age of Ultron Hulk. I don't know if that's a good price for him, but he was $450. I didn't open him. Got a Thanos who's only $250. There's some more Hot Toys on the other side, some Iron Mans. So we'll go around here and take a look. Yeah, a couple Iron Mans, die-cast, and then this guy right down there. I think he's the holographic version. So He's, yeah. Not my cup of tea, of course. There's even a few more Hot Toys. They're all spread out. There's the one thing that was about the store that it was like a love-hate thing. There's some Aphex there, Superman, black suit, and I got the Cyborg one behind the other side. But yeah, it's just a love-hate thing. I kind of wanted them to put toys together by manufacturer and not necessarily by genre, but they went more with genre, which was kind of nice, but also it was really hard to find some of the higher-end stuff that I might have been looking for, which is really the kind of stuff that I do look for. It's the stuff that I hesitate to order online, and it's stuff that I would like to see in person before I make the choice. So look at that old school Jaws. I used to have this guy, man. He's still in the box. This is awesome. Vintage toys here. Yeah, so this place is a gold mine. It's just insane how much stuff is in here. And we are not even, maybe halfway through. We're about halfway through the video. So yeah, this is about halfway through the place now. So keep watching, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions about what we see here, man. Leave a comment down below. Guys, also make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribing. I'll try to do more like this, but I don't want to be the guy that takes you into Target every 5 minutes, So, this is pretty cool, though. This is a cool little place. Long video, though. I do apologize. Oh, we're back real quick, man. This is the Alien Predator. This is a cool little wall relief. I was tempted, man. I was tempted. They had this wall relief of this one, which would have been cool for a diorama or, whatnot. And then they had, the other guy, too. I actually honestly forgot about him. I should have come back and got him. It'd be good for photography, really. But behind me is something we're going to take a look at here in a second. Of course, right there as well. Sarah Connor and John Connor, 2-pack right there. Don't see that too often. I don't know if they still make it, but $75. Not a huge markup, more than I'm willing to play. But if you like Star Trek, you guys see the bridge playset back there? That was pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to look off to the right here, and there's a couple of pieces on the wall. Yes, there we go. An Alien Queen, which they wanted entirely too much money. Then they had the McFarlane Queen set, which I did eyeball, but it was more than I was willing to spend because I didn't know if it was complete and or broken. I don't know enough about it to buy an open box one like that. But I did take a closer look at it, and it was really nice. I do like the design of the McFarlane Queen. I think it's a better design, but the NECA one, they wanted $300 for it, and I informed them, I was like, NECA is making this again, and you guys are cray-cray. So, that's what I told them. They get some Harry Potter here, not my bag. The Wolverine claw there. I just kind of glazed over that, didn't I? A whole bunch of NECA loose ones in the cabinet there. Yeah, then we get on to the dinosaur stuff, man. JP Rex and Alpha Raptor, you guys are going to dig this. This is all kinds of dinosaurs and Jurassic Park toys. I wonder if you guys, if you were watching the video, if you see anything that you're like, wow, or, this all sucks. Yeah, I'm curious. And hopefully I don't move over too fast so you can't see it all. But just pause the video, I'm trying not to move too fast, but yet I know how big this place is. And so it's a mess, it's just really difficult. I bought these Vipers, man. They're just too expensive. I would love me a Viper Mark II. That's my boy. 7s are okay. It was just too much money. I think it was like 100, 150 or something. 120 for that one, the Mark II. Yeah, it was just way too much. Now, I could have done it, but then I wouldn't have gotten the stuff that I got. So, yeah, cool stuff, man. Let me get the Cylon Raiders. So I was just checking to see if this Mark II was any cheaper, and no, it was not. So it was a different box. I had my fingers crossed, but no. But anyway, let's move on. All right, so this is all the 1/6 type G.I. Joes and stuff. Now, I considered looking at some of these vehicles for 1/6 scale photography, but they just take up too much room, man. Particularly for something that I may or may not even use. But yeah, look at this stuff. This is all made for the G.I. Joes, Classic Series G.I. Joes. If Greg Cook watches this, man, he's probably drooling. I know he is a big fan of that stuff, man. Let me move on to some model kits. And I was looking for anything that I could use 1/12 or 1/6 scale. But I think we just came close, but no cigar on that. I think we're going to pull out a couple motorcycles here. And Take a quick glance at these G.I. Joes and then turn around for the motorcycles. Yes. Yeah, there was a few motorcycles and stuff, but they're, I think, 1/9 and 1/8 scale, so not quite. But I was eyeballing that because I was like, man, I could repaint that and make that like David's bike from Lost Boys or something, but it's just a little bit too small. Just a little bit too small. And of course, the Harley Davidson, again, 1/9 scale, too small. So, there's the brakes. This guy was another Harley. I think he was 1/8. Let's see. We'll look down in the corner. Yeah, 1/8 scale. So, yeah, just a little too small, guys. Just not quite there. It's sad because I know they made some. Tamiya specifically made 1/6 scale motorcycles. But we go back to the G.I. Joe. Oh man, look at that Space 1999. Interstellar, that Ranger Man. I eyeballed that too, but they wanted way too much for that as well. Like over $100. And I was like, no, I can't swing it for that. Just for the one-off photo shot of it, just couldn't pull the trigger on it. Yeah, guys, some more dinosaurs here. So this Titanfall, I don't know if that's a game or the mech or what, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, guys, all kinds of cool stuff here. Halo fans, rejoice. There you go. There's some Halo stuff for you. Some Figmas over there. Some more Metal Gear and, all that kind of stuff in there. Last of Us 2-pack from NECA. That's relatively new, but, probably not a bad price on it. Halo figures, again, as we were saying. A lot of Halo stuff in there. This whole little section here, it's got all kinds of Halo stuff. It's just like a little cubby, like a little walkway, some Kingdom Hearts. So we got a little bit more video game stuff in here, really, too. Roblox, I still to this day don't understand what that is. It's a game thing. Fortnite there. Back to the Future, just a little bit, just a smidge. Call of Duty, Overwatch, We find some more statues, and whatnot right in here. Couple of Marvel Legend higher end ones maybe. Again, I don't know too much about a lot of these, but there's the 3-pack for the Spider people there. The Destroyer, Diamond Select, and some more of that kind of stuff back there. We're going to move on to, actually I don't know where we're going yet. There's some more Marvel Legends there. Right there. And that Galactus is kind of interesting, but don't need him. Get the HasLab one. That's all you need in my opinion. He's huge. Over here we got some records and stuff, but we're not going to really look at that. Some carded Marvel Legends here. I would like the original Hobgoblin, but they didn't have that. Or if they did, I didn't dig enough. Because this is a big pile of stuff to dig through. It's not all, it's viewable. You don't see it all. And of course, then sometimes you're just so swamped looking at all this stuff, you miss things. Which I think is what happens with one of the things that I picked up here later on in the week. But yeah, a whole bunch of loose figures, just all kinds. This is all Marvel loose figures. Some diorama stuff up top that people made, put up there. Some Diamond Select, Marvel Select, whatever you want to call it, and a whole bunch of just more kiddie versions of Spider-Mans and other Marvel stuff here. On the other side here, we're going to turn around here. Yeah, we're going to take a look at some Marvel Legends. Again, I didn't dig through these. Maybe my Hobgoblin was in there, but that would be my fault for not digging. But I wasn't going to put in that work. Got some old X-Men stuff on card, which is pretty cool. I'm in the market for a Deadpool from that run, but old Toy Biz Marvel Legends right there. And yeah, some good stuff, man. They had the real Build-A-Figures, in my opinion, the old Toy Biz lines. Yeah, guys. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Now, on the other side, we find a diamond, but and I'm using that figuratively, not literally. But the packaging is just all damaged. When we get to it, man, you're gonna see me cry a little bit. Well, you might hear me cry because we don't pan the camera over to me, but yeah, just look at all this stuff, man. Just so much stuff in here. Just can't get over it, man. It's insane. So as we get into this, as we get into this cabinet here, the one to the right of this one is where I'm gonna just verbally tell you that I cried a bit. You know, nobody probably saw it, but it was in the inside. I don't know why I'm turning away from the cabinet. Probably because I don't want to see what I'm going to see. That's what it is. When we get back to that cabinet, guys, I thought we were going in there, but no. Ah, yes, here we go. Is this the? I don't know. Got some Wolverines. I was fine with this. You know, I was like, yeah, Wolverines. That's nice. Sure. Some other X people and Fantastic Four. Oh, we're not over in the right cabinet, I don't think. That's where we want to be. Maybe. I don't know. There's so many loose Marvel figures in here. It's just insane. That's really all I can say. Here we go. The Spider-Man cabinet. This is the one that made me cry, guys. So, you know, we got some older comics back there. Look at that original Secret Wars figures. That's where I cried, right there. See that black suit Spider-Man? That box was so jacked up. If that was a nice one, I would have took that home with me. It wouldn't have been any question. Just cha-ching, would have brought it home. I'd need a nice black suit symbiote Spider-Man from Secret Wars. You saw that Iron Man Marvel Mezco. Got a little Hot Toys back there. Scarlet Witch and Thanos. And the Ironmonger, not Ironmonger, what is that? I forget what that one's called, but that big Iron Man there. Some other Iron Mans here. There's Mezco, the Illusion Iron Man. Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm not sure who that is. Spider-Man 2099, some of you guys might have wanted that. There's some accessory pack for the Iron Man, the big thing. Yeah. Oh, what is it called? The big thing. Hulkbuster. Ah, I did it. And then we move on to the DC stuff. And I don't know as much about DC as I like those Green Lanterns. I know that they're all green. I can do that. Some Jokers. You know, I know about Batman for the most part, but a whole bunch of older Batman stuff, 90s really. But yeah, cool stuff in here. Oh, there's the Superpowers Batmobile. I used to have that, man. I sold it to one of the comic book shops in this area back when I was a kid. It was dumb. I sold it for $25. It was stupid. Hey, I got that Batman Soaky. Hold on, we'll go back. No, that Batman Soaky. I have one of those, but it's still got the box. Don't know what it's worth, but it's in the box. This is more of the, yeah, there we go. Is this the USS Flag? I don't know if I've seen it actually in person, but that looks like it. Not a model, right? That's the whole thing, right? Either way, that could be a model. I don't know if it's a real thing or not. But you guys tell me in the comments down below. I think it might be. There's some loose G.I. Joes that probably would have gone with that, you know, the old school stuff that we didn't blow up with firecrackers, right? Because back in the day with ladyfingers and black cats, just I remember that wing dude there. It was kind of interesting. And then the G.I. Joe classified stuff. Now, I've been meaning to pick up this this Croc dude here, and I should have come back and done that for $28, but my dumbass forgot to buy him. So that would have been a good price just for crocodiles, really, you know, right? And then you got a whole bunch of vehicles and whatnot, military type vehicles and whatnot. On the other side, we're going to find some other vehicles, a lot of vehicles over here. Including a few motorcycles and stuff, which is kind of cool. We'll take a closer look at those in a bit. All right, so I was combing this area looking for anything 1/12 I could use. And, you know, some of the things that I might have found weren't quite good enough, in my opinion, and other things I brought home. So have to wait and see at the end what I brought home. But yeah, guys, this is we're still in the same building, man. This guy has taken over an antique mall and basically has made it his entire toy store. There's a few other regular antique dealers still left in here, but yeah. So you get some nice little motorcycles here. These are around 1/12 scale, and look at that, dirt cheap, $8. That's kind of cool, right? It's probably more of a 1/8 scale or something, or not 1/8, but 1/10 scale maybe. Might be a 1/10 scale one. I don't know. It wasn't very clear. On the back, it told you the different scales, but on the box itself, it doesn't tell you what scale the vehicle you're looking at is, which is pretty funny. But yeah, more and more vehicles. I did eyeball a couple of those dump trucks and stuff, but they wanted too much money for those. And you can still find some of those. So, but yeah, kid stuff, Flintstones, and girly stuff is all on the other side here. So there's not a lot left in here that us manly men will look at, but some of the ladies watching might dig it. So we got the comic books. This is all dollar bin stuff, and I went through some of it, and it was just way too much, of course, to go through. And while I was there, I saw them putting some in the boxes, and they had an idea of what they had, so I don't think a lot got past them. There's been a lot of digging for maybe a few little $10 books or something. But yeah, I don't think they get any of the really good stuff. There's a lot of meh stuff in there. Here's all the doll stuff. Well, some Nightmare Before Christmas, which is cool. But I don't really spend a lot of time in there, apparently. Yeah, we're going to go down the stairs. And as we get down here, you can see an inkling of, just the regular type of stuff. But just the regular type of stuff that's around here, just the normal stuff. But then we're going to come around to, I believe this is the horror toys area. They got a little area with toys, the horror persuasion, and also the Funko Pops are down here. All kinds of little odds and ends. Oh, this was nice, man. Some original Black Hole figures in the cars, man. David from Open by Chance would love to see that, I'm sure. And, here's pretty much the horror stuff, He's got all kinds of weird odds and ends in here, including regular action figures that you would think of, but then, just some stuff that you're just like, what is this? You got some NECA, nothing too special there. You can find this at any of your Targets. You got some stuff that you would find at Spirit Halloween. But, he's got a few other little odds and ends, like Universal Monsters down there. You can't really see it. There's a Gentle Giant Hellboy figure that I eyeballed here. Yeah, he's back there in the back. You don't even really see it in the video. In fact, I didn't find it until later. Not even this day. But you get some old McFarlanes here. Just all kinds of little odds and ends. Yeah, we got some Sideshow. These are Sideshow collectibles, I think it said somewhere. I don't know. There's a Sideshow Jason or Freddy from Freddy vs. Jason. I already have him. Otherwise, it might have been something to pick up. He's a cool Freddy. Yeah, you just got a whole bunch of little odds and end horror figures in here. Interesting oddities. Some of the torture McFarlane, torture figures here. Monsters, original stuff, not that Rob Zombie abomination. Yes, I'll inflict my opinions upon thee. There's some Terratoons, some Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Living Dead dolls. That's a sad looking Willow. It's just, I don't know if Allison Hannigan knows they did that to her, but yeah, it's just sad. And then we pop out, we got a whole bunch of Walking Dead stuff in here, some loose figures, some Spawn. So yeah, this is like I said, guys, this is a huge store. I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm not cutting a lot of footage. In fact, I've made very few video edits here. I don't think I've actually cut anything as of yet. That's not true. I did cut one thing. Yeah, we got some of the 90s figures, a whole bunch of Spawn on the wall there. I didn't see a Max figure. If I could have found one for a good price, I'd bought it maybe for some Izzes, because I want a collection of Izzes to do some photography with. I want a whole bunch of Izzes. But look at all these Spawns, some of the old Spawns, the newer Spawns, a whole bunch of McFarlane stuff here. Some Witchblade even, Wildcats. So, yeah. I mean, and then we get into the Funko Pop section. This was actually kind of funny. They had this Funko Pop signed by the actor that played Pinhead in one of the really bad ones. It wasn't Doug Bradley, and they wanted like $200 for it. And I just laughed. In fact, I'm laughing now. I was like, I don't know who's like, I gotta have this guy, because I mean, it was so bad that Doug Bradley just, gave him the proverbial finger and said, nope. Over here we got some of the turtle stuff, and this is in the area where I later find the big purchase that I made. I'm curious if it's going to be in the video here. We're all going to find out together, though. And I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say if I see it, but you guys let me know in the comments below if you see it. But it's in this vicinity, not on this particular rack. It's behind the counter. But so just so you know, there's a counter over here. It's me behind the counter. So I'm pretty sure I went through all the entire place. That's a cool Shredder statue. A whole bunch of turtle stuff. I was hoping to find the Revco turtles, or maybe the GameStop exclusive 2-pack, because I need Batman and Leo still missing that one. But I didn't see that here. They had the turtle blimp there on the right, inflated. It's kind of interesting to see that. But Lou, if you're watching, man, all kinds of turtle love for you. Local Lou, shout out, man. So yeah, guys, this is some cool He-Man, Master of the Universe stuff. We got some Ghostbusters here, and some cars, some packs down there, and some more Motu Super 7 looking stuff there. Yeah, so then we get the firehouses. Yeah, guys, yeah. All right. But yeah, I don't know. This is some of the more of the old Western type stuff. More Motu figures on this side. It's just such a huge collection of stuff. Some more Ghostbusters here. Those figures up there, they looked almost 1/6 scale, but they're probably not big enough.
All right, guys. So there you have it. There's the entire store, at least all the toys that are in there, all the cool stuff that's in there. I didn't end up buying anything that day. I did go back later because my hotel was right near there. I was there for a whole week, and I just didn't want to buy anything, right off the bat. I wanted to make sure my money lasted the entire time, which actually did pretty well. Now, the things that I got, a couple of them I did find the first day, and I was pretty stoked with that. They're real cheap. And then the one big thing that I got, I don't know. We're gonna have to watch this together. Really, was it there? Leave a comment down below if you find it there, because I don't remember seeing it the first day. I remember seeing it the last day I was there, and that's when I bought it. So, without further ado, let's get into the small stuff that I ended up taking home from this cool adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's take a look. First of all, I don't remember who makes these. I took it out of the box. This wasn't a box. This is about a 1/6, maybe a little bit bigger. I think a Marvel Legends would fit on this better than my Mezco. My Mezco, I tried putting vapor on here. He can't quite reach the handlebars properly, given the type of bike it is. But it was $5. It's not a bad experiment, and I will be able to use it at least as a background prop with any of those characters. They just won't be able to reach the handlebars. So maybe just sitting on the saddle and talking to somebody or something, maybe able to do that. But for $5, I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool, and it's got die-cast parts in here, so that's pretty cool. Now, the second small thing I got, this was $8, and again, It's a I'm not crazy about the paint job, but it does work. Again, I think a little bit big because a Vapor doesn't quite fit on it. He fits on it better than he fit on the chopper, but he's still got he's still a little small. Again, I think this is more for a Marvel Legends scale, but $8, it was worth the gamble. It's got some nice metal parts in here. This is a little stand it comes on. I don't know if this comes off, but it doesn't need it because it's got its own kickstand here. So, you can definitely kick that down and it should stand fine. So I just haven't figured out how to pull this off and I don't want to break it. So it's not a game changer or anything. I can easily Photoshop that piece out if I need to, but $8, again, a gamble, but it will work on some of my figures for sure. And I'll have a couple of vehicles for them. They can be at the biker club and have a grand old time. I may repaint this one too. I'm not crazy about the checker, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. All right, so on to the big purchase. Now, again, I bought this the last day. If I had known it was there, I probably would have bought it sooner, but that's okay. I haven't even really taken this out yet. I'm going to take this out later. Maybe I'll do a whole nother video for the unboxing, like the full-on unboxing, because this camera is not going to focus too well on it. But this is a piece that it wasn't that hard, I should say. It wasn't that hard to find, but it did have some production issues, so I didn't want to order it when it first came out or buy it online because you were not guaranteed that you were going to get the proper thing, And anyway, I ended up finding it for about retail, and everything looked fine. All the stuff looked good, and let's show you guys what we got. Alrighty, so what we got was this is the Mezco 112. I'm blocking myself in the light here. This is the Mezco 112 Ghostbuster 4-pack. Now, I know it's not 1/6. It's not going to go with my 1/6 scale Ecto 1, but it does come with a lot of cool stuff. It comes with all 4 Ghostbusters and a Slimer. Again, I'm not really... There we go. Comes with all 4 Ghostbusters and a Slimer. And the production problem with this was that I think Stans and Spangler ended up with the same name tags. So if you weren't lucky, you might have gotten 2 characters wearing the same name tags, and therefore, you might have been stuck with that. So the nice thing was at this shop, I was able to open it up, make sure the name tags were right, so everybody's got their own clothes on. And yeah, I paid about retail for it. It's not too bad. And I'm pretty excited. You guys will see some photos of these guys, I promise you, because Halloween's coming. It's soon, and I got some great plans for them already. So you're gonna see some pictures of them on my Instagram. If you guys want to take a closer look at them, leave comments down below. Let me know, and maybe we'll do an actual review of these figures. I know there are some online, but anyway, that's all I got, man. That was the hunt. That was, the score. I did score other things. I went to a lot of places while I was there. In fact, I even took a little jaunt up to Baltimore because Baltimore Comic-Con was the same weekend. I'll do a whole nother video on what we came away with there at another time, but I didn't get any footage at the con. I was too busy holding stuff because I was getting stuff signed. But when that stuff comes back from CGC, we'll take a look at it. It'll be pretty cool. There's a few other shops that I went. I got a Hot Toys, nothing like completely old or anything, but it was something that sold out on Sideshow, and it was the same price as Sideshow. So I got it. It was something I didn't order initially, but now I kind of regretted it, so I bought it. And yeah, you guys, if you are paying attention to Instagram right now, you'll see that I've already taken pictures of that, and it's on my Instagram right now. So click on that link down there. Go check out my Instagram if you're not already following me. And yeah, enjoy, guys. We're going to get out of here, and later on, we'll do some toy photography talk. So make sure you tune in to the live streams for that, and we'll go over these pictures. In fact, I think tonight we're going to go over the picture that I took today or yesterday. I don't know. It's all a blur, man. I'm still on vacation. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a great night. Enjoy.